Oh, long time
Dun, dun,
coming.
dun, dun, dun.
Long time coming.
What's up? Yeah, you guys miss us?
My bad. You just been busy with school. Last two semesters, just out here grinding.
No, yeah, we've been hella busy, especially MJ, man. Y'all seen MJ's lineup recently?
Ah. We're not done. We got 2 more months, bro.
Yeah, 2 more
And
months,
that
two
means we
more
got 2 more
drops.
months of podcast. And I think next podcast, not next podcast, but next month, we definitely gotta do like a listing.
Oh, dude,
Either
favorite records of the
yeah,
year.
records that we didn't review, and then the top top 10 or top five that we didn't review, and then top five we did review.
No, that sounds like a good idea.
You know what
I
I'm
think we
saying?
should do that. I really like that list idea, man. Where it's like this is stuff we didn't talk about that we were listening to. This is the stuff we did talk about. We told you guys about, and like maybe reflect on them a little bit. Be like how we feel about them now. Ooh, pardon me, but man, that's a really good idea. Oh, watch it, right? Watch it twice. But, hey, but we back. We back
We
with
are
some
back.
more music for y'all. Now we're here. Very happy to be back. What you sipping on, bro? So Pabst Blue Rib.
And Pabst Blue Ribbon, bro.
Oh my god.
Hey, hey, you guys haven't been subscribing,
Dude.
bro. So I've been getting the cheap beer. That's how it goes.
For real. Now you know what happened. This has been listening too much of the blues album we're about to talk about. This guy I'm drinking the Pabst Blue
I forgot I was watching
Ribbon.
that jazz documentary, and I forgot who it was, but there's a piano player who said he always had a Pabst when he played, and I was just like, right there, I was sold.
Oh my! So you
I
bought a
was sold.
Pabst?
I couldn't do the heroin, so
Well,
I thought,
good.
okay, I'll get a Pabst. That's the closest I could do.
Pretty much the closest thing to heroin is a Pabst Blue Ribbon, but not gonna lie. I think you hit it on the head with that one.
I can't get better at piano, but I could drink the beer they were drinking.
What do you
Nah,
mean you can't get better at
nah, it's just
piano?
a joke. It's just a
Nah,
joke.
I'm just kidding. Nah. Hey, but yeah.
All
First album
right,
we're gonna talk about, bro. Go ahead, introduce it.
we were talking about. I had it right here because I can't say the last name correctly. But let me see. It's Billy. The Crow Billiken album. Is that how would you say it? Crow Billiken?
Yeah, I was also struggling with that pronunciation, but I know his at least his stage name, his first name is Crow,
Yeah,
so I just been calling him Crow.
yeah, and
But
it's
yeah,
actually AK
Billiken.
Raffiara. Um,
Yeah, if anybody's familiar, he's not terribly like popular. Like you wouldn't hear of him unless you've exclusively seen him. His most popular video on YouTube has like 1 million views, which is nothing to scoff at, but like in terms of music, that's not that big of a reach.
yeah,
But we found the second act from him as Crow Billiken, uh, singing blues songs versus his first, as the first things that we were exposed to him as was like his spoken word poetry rap.
yeah,
You know,
experimental hip hop kind of vibes.
it was super cool, man. And then to see him like do a 180, like this guy is such a cool artist, dude. Like I really dig what he's doing. He's just doing whatever he wants, man. I'm gonna
Oh,
drop a
and
blues
these, yeah.
album. I'm gonna drop a blues album, 6 songs, 20
Well,
minutes.
it's definitely inspirational, especially for me. Just being involved in different things. And he's a prime example of that. Because he's playing guitar on this. It's just him, his guitar, and maybe his foot stomping.
I was about to
That's
say his foot sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah. And
And yeah,
yeah.
we're all recording. It's 6 tracks. My favorite thing about the album is like sometimes in the beginning or the end of the song, there's like that studio talking or whatever. He's probably talking to the engineer, and I
He's like,
always
he's
always
like,
love
you
that
good?
shit. Yeah.
He's like, you good? You get that?
He's
I
like,
know you love that
how
stuff.
that sound?
Yeah, he's like, how that sound? That just sound cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I like that. It makes me feel close to them or like
Oh,
I'm there.
but the name of the album you ask, the name of the album is called If I Don't Have Red, I
I
Use
use
Blue.
blue.
Because it's a blues album, get it? And I actually really like the cover of the
Yeah.
album itself. The art is super cool. It's him wearing all blue, but his guitar is red and his stage is red.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I always like to go five head with the interpretations, but it's like if the blues are coming from him, if he doesn't have red, he's gonna use his blues because he's wearing blue. I don't know. Maybe that's thinking too much. Maybe it's just him in a jumpsuit. But we saw a couple clips of him live. He was never wearing a jumpsuit, man.
No, I think Nah, I mean he wasn't wearing the jumpsuit live. Maybe he just did it for initially because this came out last month. Um, I think this came out last month. No, this actually came out September 23rd. So yeah,
A couple months
no,
ago.
I like it. It's really raw. He's just sitting there. It's very like Sun House. Robert Johnson inspired. Just him and his guitar, just singing his soul out. And there's mistakes
Yeah.
and there's odd tempos, but it's really good and shit. So
Yeah, so sometimes you can notice he just riffs for like some chords or like some vocals. Like he's just like, he's really having fun with this album, man. It's
yeah,
such a chill listen. And for me, it's been such a long time since I've actually sat down and listened to like a proper blues piece, you know. So man, it got me fucking kind of itching, bro. I'm kind of like I kind of want to learn just like a chord and just be like, doo, doo, doo. I just hit every note on the guitar, you know. And
yeah, it's super repetitious too, and that's the cool part of it.
yeah, good for the soul. Though. If you're a fan
Yeah,
of blues at all, like if you're ever feeling alone, or feeling sad,
and not too long of an album either. It's a pretty quick listen. You kind of get lost in it because it's super raw. I'm not sure if it's all like. I mean, all the takes they're all one take, so it all feels like you're just there live watching them in the studio or whatever in a room.
yeah, this is a very much a live album. It really adds to the experience. Too. It feels like you're just outside like a canteen, and there's a dude there with the guitar. He's just singing his a little bit. You know, you're just standing next to him smoking a cigarette or something. But it's awesome, man. I love this Crow Billiken. I hope
Yeah,
I'm pronouncing that
Catfish
well.
Blues. That's the highlight for me.
Yeah, and from what I see too, that's probably I don't know if it's just because it's so early up on the track list, but Illini, Illinois, and Catfish, definitely two of my favorite songs. But I also really like New Blues
Hmm.
and All Star Team. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Man, what else is there to say, dude? 20 minutes. Each song is like maybe 5 minutes. It's blues, so it's very repetitive,
Yeah.
But you catch a vibe, man. Put this on and then go for a walk. Put this on and spark up or something like this
Yeah.
song or this album for me. It's a really soothing experience.
Yeah, and I think it's a blues has inspires like every genre of music. So it's just nice to like people to listen like what it blues is, it inspires a lot of things and yeah, it's a good new thing to listen to once in a while. And I fuck with it. Have a beer with it.
Yeah, you listen to the Crow Billiken, walk your dog, you be tapping your foot and you're gonna be humming
Mm-hmm.
for a week like me, but
Yeah, the guitar tone. I like the guitar tone. It makes me want to make like a blues type beat or something. But
yeah. Also now when I talk, I kind of just riff. I be like blues riff. Everything can be a blues riff. Oh, man. But yeah, dude. If I don't have red, I use blue. Crow Billiken.
yeah,
Go check it out on all streaming platforms. But as we always say, please try to look for it first on Bandcamp. They pay streamers the most per stream there, and you can also directly support him with you can buy the album digitally, and you can get it as a higher fidelity as well. So if you're an audiophile and you really enjoy, like if you're an audiophile, you got like a good audio setup going on, and you put on this album, you're gonna feel like it's live. Honestly, that would be a really cool experience, man.
now listen to this album and then go look up Rat Fiara, listen to that, and just be like, damn, this person just super immensely talented and creative mind.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, yeah, I think you make a great point because going back and listening to Rap Fiara and then going into this, it was so polarizing, and I was like, wow, like I'm super impressed. What a versatile artist, what a versatile musician. What is? I don't know if he's cool or not.
Yeah, he
Maybe
seems
he's
cool in
no,
the
no,
live videos.
yeah, right. No, he does seem really chill, honestly. Like in live videos, he's like talking to the audience. He's like the coolest cat ever, man. Super, super chill guy. So I'm gonna go ahead and assume Crow Billiken, he's a sweet dude, bro. He's not like a weirdo. Go stream him, go get his stuff on
Yeah.
Bandcamp, go show him some love, man. And thank you, Crow, for this awesome album, dude.
All right, well, we got another one.
The music gods are pleased.
Kind of going to back to our roots. We've done a lot of beat tapes this year, I think. But we got another one. It's like a funk tape too. I think it's kind of more funky.
It's
You know,
pretty funky.
it's got like hip hop in it. It's got funk. It's got like some soul, a little bit of soul, a little bit of electronic. It's the Kaelin Ellis and the Kount collaboration, Vinaigrette. You know, that for sure. I'm getting right.
There you go.
Yeah, but what can we say? Multi-talented, multi-instrumentalist. The
Yeah.
Kount. Um, I think the Count's from Canada. I don't know where Kaelin Ellis is from. I think he's not from. He's from the United States, but he's not from Canada. I think.
I'm not terribly sure either. But man, that's honestly a really good place to start is to probably introduce these two if you're not familiar with them. Yeah, me and Mario.
The fuck?
What the fuck? Me and MJ were very well immersed in Kount and Kate and Ellis. They're some of our favorite producers, and they make really high quality production in terms of videos as well, showing themselves go through the production process. And I don't know if they pioneered the whole like video production
Definitely mastered it.
videos, but man, these guys are probably the best. At least my like they're up there
Yeah.
with like cartoons.
Yep.
David. I think like
They
their
definitely
videos are just
collab
insane.
and stuff too.
Yeah, man. And then like Rojo, we reviewed Rojo a couple
Mhm.
weeks ago. He has really good videos.
That son.
That son, he does a lot of live stuff. He does streaming a lot too, I think, which is
Yeah.
cool. He does like crazy Tatsumaki, like the other gentleman we reviewed a couple months ago as well. His videos are tight because they're not exactly like just like him recording himself like hitting the walla, but he also puts like effects over it that match the songs that he's made.
Yeah. Super
So,
psychedelic.
yeah, so it's like it really helps with the experience. It's really cool. And man, what an experience it is to watch the Count and K Ellis fucking popping off on the ring-a-ling-a-dingies, bro. They have the weirdest instruments. They sound so fire.
Yeah, and what's cool about this album is some of these beats you could, if you like look deep in their like Instagram videos, because they release almost one every day, that you could find some of the tracks that they collabed. You could
Yeah.
find them before they got released, and like I think that's kind of cool. It's kind of like, oh, that's cool marketing. I don't know if they plan to do that initially, but it's like
Mhm.
promotion in a weird way that but I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's like before they even knew they were gonna make an album, they're already promoting it with singles. Five head. That's crazy.
But I'm just not even singles, just like Instagram or
Oh
Twitter
yeah,
or TikToks or whatever.
and that's a really good point too. Is that like if you're well immersed in them, like you mentioned, then you would pick up on this.
That's like
I,
Easter eggs.
yeah, I wish I'd saved the name of the track that had the. It's the beat that you had sent me, I think, on Twitter like
Yeah, I
months
think
ago.
caffeine's one of them.
It might be caffeine, but it's
I'm
it's more than one as well. But this vinaigrette, it's also more to me of a compilation than like a complete like
Mhm.
presentation of an album. It's meant to be like a collection of songs that these two worked on. And as instrumentalists, like if you're versed in them, you're like, this is such a cool like when NJ told me this album came out, I was like, holy crap, I had no idea they were working on this. But these are basically like the cool producer guys to me that make like really interesting videos with really interesting instrumentation. And then like some of the stuff that Count you're like, where do you get this stuff, bro? Like, what are you looking for? He must go like bodega shopping for instruments or something, and he learns how to play them. But man, what a well versed. I can't stop gushing over Count and Kaelin. We should talk about the album a little more.
Well, I think if it does feel like compilation, but I feel like every track kind of feels like together too. There's a lot of dance vibes on this album,
Mhm.
more than like I would say like boom bap. And it's not like a lo-fi. I don't want people to think like it's not like a lo-fi. These are like banging instrumentals, beautiful pieces. They move in and out, melodies come in and out. A lot of cool effects, a lot of cool drum sounds, and they get a free drum pack when this came out.
Mhm.
And yeah, those drums are fire. So
Yeah,
shout out you guys for having those drums, because those drums are a blessing.
freaking MJ uses them. Freaking sample snitching. No. Freaking I was gonna say as well though. Oh jeez, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so yeah, what you said about the tracks. This isn't like lo-fi background sort of instrumentation.
It could
This
be
is
like you could
it
put it in
could
the
be
background.
like totally. This is like coffee shop. Yeah, like it totally can be, right? But I guess what I'm more trying to say is that it's not only that. It's because there's so much substance going on.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
especially if you know the way the Kount and Kaelin work, at least the way they present themselves working in their videos. You know, they use a lot of weird, wacky, like cool sounding instruments, and that's presented in full force here. Just even in the first track, End of an Era, man, what a really cool start to the album. Super funky,
Mm-hmm.
super smooth, smooth,
Smooth.
smooth, bruh. Super
Smooth.
smooth.
Yeah.
Man, I love it. I love it.
You
I
got a
love it.
favorite track?
It's if it's not End of an Era, no, it's End of an Era.
Mine's
Which one?
ASMR. Is that what is that? I'm
Yeah,
trying to look at the track. It's like in the middle of the album.
yeah, number 9.
Um, yeah. Man, 13 tracks.
What a blend too. How do we even describe you know the genre? It's like funky, like we were saying. It's like house music.
Yeah.
There's like kind of like hip hop inspired instrumentation and drum patterns. Like
I,
man, this
I
this
like
is
the album
amazing.
cover too. I mean, we talked about the last album. That album comes a little more like vintage looking to me, like someone painted it for like an old school house or something. But this one looks very like very clean and very modern. So I like how it's a difference, but I fuck with it.
It's a vibe, man. And I forgot if it was the Count or Kaelin Ellis that had a really cool visualizer of them like working in this room. You remember that? I remember you guys showed me.
Yeah, I
There's
think
like
it's like the Count Studio.
there you go. And there's like this massive detail in it. Like you could just look at the picture forever and find cool shit, you know. That kind of reminds me of this, like more zoomed in the same art style, you know. So I think it might be the same artist, but I didn't do homework, so I don't know. but cool Easter egg if it was, huh? Because that to me that's a very iconic like that picture stuck with me a lot as a visualizer.
Mhm.
Like when I think of like cool visualizer in my head, that's the first thing that pops up, you know.
Yeah.
So their aesthetics are on point, man. What an aesthetically
Yeah.
pleasing,
Oh.
a great album. Like what's left to say?
No, I think that's it. I mean, Mystic Bounce is a fire track. Bunch of fire tracks. There's some groovy tracks, some tracks that bang, a lot of cool sound designs, a lot of bleeps and bloops, crazy bass, crazy keys. Yeah, just fire. Just more music that's fire and more music that's more digestible. I think sometimes it's harder for people to I know it's hard for me to listen to something that's like an hour. Sometimes when it's like 50 minutes, it's sometimes hard because sometimes I just don't have that time or whatever. But
Yeah.
this is like 17 minutes and I could just
Yeah, bro.
digest it and think about it and just be like, that was fire. And I'm glad I listened. And I keep listening to it. It's just easier to keep listening and listening. So
You can have all these songs on loop. You might have like one or two that you're like, well, I'm gonna use this for a house playlist, or I'm gonna use this for like a funk playlist or something.
yeah.
You know, you might, but you can play this whole album just like the last one. They're very different passive albums, but they are both passive. You know,
Yeah.
you can still just both like, yeah, you can have them on the background, just kind of jam out, or you can have them in the foreground while you're just cooling or waiting for the bus or something and dissecting all this stuff. It's just like that. Man, I wish I could pull up just the visualizer. But his songs are kind of like that, you know, where like you go back every time and say, what was that weird ring? What was that weird like?
Yeah, you got
Ooh.
it's like a new layer every time you listen to it.
So Count's amazing for that. And not to undermiss, I feel like I have not talked about enough about Kaelin Ellis as well. I'm a
Oh yeah.
huge Kaelin Ellis fan. I was a big fan of The Funk Will Prevail, which I pulled up because I remember listening to it. Man, super cool funk album.
Not
Yeah.
just amazing guys, just more than talented. Yeah.
Pioneers in the space as well, like very inspirational for me and MJ when we try to think of like content ideas in terms of like you make a lot of videos and
Yeah.
I'm sure you pick up on a lot of tricks or shots from that you see from Ellis, Ellis especially.
Yeah, just the structuring of videos and just how to make them look cool. And yeah, they made it more like an art form because sometimes I could just like post up. You could just post up, what I'm saying, in front of the video and like do a beat, like play your beat, and you're just chilling there. But these guys are like crafting shots, fucking sick transitions, and the fucking color grading looks amazing. And yeah,
Yeah, the production is really high quality and
especially Kaelin Ellis's like production on his.
No, yeah.
If he's doing it or he has a homie doing it, respect. But you know,
I love how you said it too. It's like it really is more of an art form at that point, man. It's because you're getting a whole visual experience with it too. You're not just there
yeah,
for like, yeah, you're there for the music, but it's like when you go to see a Kaelin Ellis track, it's like, you know, it's gonna come with a fire video too. You know, you like have, it's not like that you expect it, but it's like you kind of know it's like a given, you know.
yeah,
Same thing with the Kount, man. The Kount's videos are like such a cool part of the experience for me. You know, he pulls out the doohickey and he does the music, and that shit looks so cool while he's doing it, bro. And you're just like, you know, it's so like, dude, it's so entertaining. I don't know. Just seeing him pull out like a row of cowbells, you know, and hit him with like leeks or something. I don't know. But it's so cool, man. But yeah, vinaigrette.
Vinaigrette, the Crow Billiken. We'll have everything in the description, like always.
You already know.
You already know. I think that's mostly it.
Maybe
We'll try to have another one sooner up again. It's what right now it's November 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe have one before Thanksgiving. Maybe we'll do it in person again. I'll be down for the holidays in our old hometown. So maybe we could do a collab, or yeah, we'll just try to have another one out this month. Any recommendations? If you guys leave some comments, like.
Yeah. We're gonna also plug MJ's new EP, Shades of
Oh,
October.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, bro.
Yeah. Hey.
Plug your shit. October
Well, all
31st.
our shit. We'll have our social medias and everything too. And
yeah, Shades of October just came out. Your EP with Phantom Falls.
yeah, those
well.
are everything. The Phantom Falls visual will come out in Modern Girl Media.
Oh yeah, watch out.
Because I have a visualizer coming.
Nice. Dude, I was also gonna say, we have a visualizer ready too for
yes,
for you guys. You guys are gonna love. A friend of mine, I got it commissioned by a friend of mine, and him and his girlfriend made it, and it's really cute. I really hope you guys like it. And then, you know what's cool is I saw your Shades of October cover, and I was like, bro, this is sick. Like this looks like the other one, you know.
Man, yeah, I like that. I like that album cover a lot. I feel like album covers, it's like the fun part, you know. It's like a visualizer too, but it's also just like, you know, you could do something super simple or just super, you know. And I like supporting local artists, so it's always nice getting someone local, you know, or a friend. Because bro, I go to school here. There's so many people who could do it and stuff. You know, it's, you know, like,
yeah. Dude, shout out all of our talented friends that support us when we seek it out, or even just because you're the homies, you know, like your friend that you commissioned this from, you know, my friend that I commissioned the visualizer from. They're just he's like a graphic artist in school. Yeah. And I asked him, I was like, bro, can you make a GIF? He goes, yeah, what? You know, and I kind of gave him my ideas, and it was just so cool. Like I just spat my ideas out to him, and he made it a thing. You know, now it's a thing. Like it exists now. Yeah. It's like, wow, what talent, much wow. So
well, one day we'll learn how to do it, and I don't have to hire anyone.
No, for real.
I'll be too strong, bro.
Be like Rojo, man.
Bro, he doesn't know, bro. He could just stop making beats right now and just be like the best visualizer in the fucking world, or like stop being visualizers and be like one of the best producers in the world. So,
yeah, no, I love Rojo a lot. Rojo is another big visual guy, but in a different way. You know, not because like you're seeing him do the production, which he sometimes does. I think I've seen videos of him. I could be wrong.
But yeah, like, he does videos like that too. But he does keys. Like a world that's like, yeah. Look up Rojo. Yeah. Look up Kount. Look up Kaelin Ellis, Crow Billikens, Raffiara, Bearbox, Go Ahead, Phantom Falls, Jesus Christ. Yeah. All right. Deuces, everybody.